everyone and welcome to today's yoga class. My name is Jess and I will be guiding you through a Vinyasa flow today, focusing on our hips. You don't need any props, just you, your breath and the mat. So when you're ready, let's meet on your mat. You're going to start in an easy seated pose. So find your easy seat. Your hands can be on your knees or in your lap. Sitting up through the sit bones, lengthening the back, open up that chest, sitting tall. You can close your eyes and we're just going to ground and find our breath. So let's do three inhales through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. Big sigh. Let's do another. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We'll do another 3, but now we'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Come back to your easy seat. Reach your arms up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Coming into tabletop, the front of your mat. Facing the front of your mat. Okay, so once you got your strong tabletop, push through those arms, strong arms. We're going to do some wrist circles. So rotating around those wrists, just warming up the wrists. Wrist circles, leaning over and around. Can we take it the other side? Rotate the other way. And now we're going to push it back into our hips. So circles with the hips. Pushing back into those hips. Maybe they can reach back to your feet and around. And the other way around the hips. So if you did clockwise, anti-clockwise, or if you did anti-clockwise and clockwise, just big circles with those hips. Okay, back to tabletop. Extend that right leg straight back and bend the knee. And now we're going to do circles, big circles with the hip, with the knee. Circling the knee out, opening up the hip. If you did it one way, can you do it the other way? Circling opposite way. Extend the leg back out, that right leg. And now can that right knee come behind the left knee into a little cross. Scooch your feet out to the long sides of the mat. And slowly push back into your hips. Maybe the stretch is enough for you just like this. Then you can hang out there. Maybe you can go a little further back, pushing into those hips and breathing. Oh, I'm feeling it already. Sitting back, reach your arms out for a good stretch. The underarms and sides. Breathing here. Oh, that really does feel good. Okay, coming back up onto the knees, keep your legs crossed and push into like a downward cross-legged dog. So a downward dog but with crossed legs. Walk your hands over to the right and untwist the legs. There we go. Now you're going to bend into a deep Vinyasa squat, keeping your back long. Arms can come into prayer and the elbows can push those knees out. Really working into that deep squat. Lengthen the back. Place your hands on the mat and push into a forward fold, but keep your toes facing out. Let your head hang heavy. Bend the knees, come back into your wide leg squat. Malasana, long back, pushing the knees out. Inhale. Exhale, push back into forward fold. Bend the knees, back into your Malasana squat. Lengthening the back, pushing the legs out, hands into prayer. Inhale here. And exhale, forward fold. Back into Malasana squat. Pushing out with your elbows. Now coming down into a tabletop. Let's lift and extend the left leg. Bend the knee and do hip circles with that left side. You can now change the rotation, so if you're going clockwise, going anti-clockwise with the knee, opening up the hip. Extend the leg back, left leg back, and cross the left knee to behind your right knee into a little cross. Twist there. And extend the feet to the sides of the mat, out to the sides of the mat, pushing back into the hips for that hip stretch. Cross-legged hip stretch. Keeping the knees stacked on top of each other. Wow, you can really feel that stretch. Breathing here. Extend your hands. Reach, reach, reach out for the mat. Stretching the back, stretching the hips. Push back into a cross-legged down dog, just keeping the legs crossed. And now we're going to twist over to the left side, uncrossing the legs. Squat down into your Malasana squat, wide legs, hands come to prayer. Push up, standing, reaching the arms up, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms to your shins. Lengthen the back. Inhale and exhale, step back into plank. From plank, push back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, you can bend the knees. You're tilting your sit bones up and pushing the hips back. So there's no need to have straight legs because that just takes the whole point away of really pushing the sit bones up. Stretching through those hammies, pedal out the feet. From your downward facing dog, extend the right leg, strong, straight. Bend that knee and open the hip. Whew, tilting it over to the side. Can that knee reach the ceiling? And then step through to between your hands. And twist to the left. So we're walking over to the left. We're going to bend into that left knee into a skandasana, surface lunge. If you're up here, that's fine. Try get that heel, the left heel on the mat, down. If it's like this, just slowly working into it. And if this is as far as you can go for now, that's fine. You can hang out here. Your version of skandasana. Slowly working down into that hip. Your hands can come into prayer, or maybe you'd like to open them. Reaching. Also, reaching forward is a great stretch for the hips. I particularly feel this one. Working into that hip. Now walk your hands over to the back of the mat into a runner's lunge, keeping the back right leg strong and straight. Runner's lunge. You're going to push through that left leg into an L. Standing L. An L shape, keeping the hips nice and square. And then we're going to bend the right knee to the back, to the left knee into a Shiva squat. Push through your left leg and open up into a half moon. Reaching that right arm up, opening up into that half moon, finding your balance. Leaning back. Little micro bend in the left leg, lowering that right leg to the back of the mat, and coming up into warrior two. Deepen that left leg. Inhale here and straighten the left leg. Reverse triangle, reaching the left arm up and over. And then windmilling the left hand down to the mat, bending into the left knee, and reaching the right arm up for extended side angle. So the right arm can come down, up, over your ear, opening up, leaning back, side angle, extended side angle. Press, windmill back up into star. Opening to the side of your mat, and now you can, your feet can face outwards. Squat down into goddess squat, and hands come to prayer. Inhale back to star, and forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Ooh, let your head hang heavy. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, and your right foot can face outwards, the out corner, the right corner. Bend into a lunge, a low lunge, let your left knee ground. Sink your hips into that lunge and reach your right arm up and over for that back leg. Ooh, back left leg. Really sinking into those hips. You can lift that back foot to try grab it and work into that quad stretch, opening up your chest, really feeling it here. Release the foot and press back into downward facing dog. Hips up, tilting the sit bones to the ceiling, pedaling through the feet. From downward facing dog, extend the left leg, keeping it straight, three-legged dog. Then bend your knee and open the hip. Step that left leg to between your hands into a runner's lunge. Back leg is straight. Then we're going to twist to the right and walk over to our Skandasana surface lunge. Getting deep into that hip. Hands can come to prayer or open or stretching forward. Walk over to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. Left leg straight. Push into that right leg for an L shape. Keeping the hips square. Then bend the left knee to the right knee for Shiva squat. Press it up and open into half moon. Straight legs, balancing here. Leaning back. Leaning back really helps find that balance. And to open up across the chest. Then slowly micro bend into that right knee and lower the left leg down, finding your warrior two. Ooh. Bending into that right knee. Then straighten the right knee, right arm comes up and over for side angle, reverse side angle. Right palm to the mat, extended side angle, left arm over, down and over the ear. Lean back, extended side angle. Push up into star and exhale into goddess. Hands come to prayer. Into star and exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands over to the front of the mat into a lizard lunge, turning your left foot out to the left corner of the mat. Ground that back knee and sink into those hips. Keeping your chest up, opening the chest, reaching left hand up and over for the back foot. Maybe you can catch it, maybe you can work into that quad. Breathing here. So don't let your hips come out of this. You really want to sink deep into this lunge. And the chest also revolves open, up and open. Hands back to the mat and press into downward facing dog. Now we're going to do that a few rounds, a little faster, connected to the breath. Okay, right leg reaches up, bend the knee, open the hip, step to between the hands. Walk over to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Opening, maybe opening your hands, coming to runner's lunge, the back, pushing up into an owl shape. Shiva squat, push up and open half moon. Find your balance. Micro bend into warrior two, bending in the knee. Reverse side angle, straighten the leg. Extended side angle. Opening up the chest. Push into star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, forward fold. Walking to the front of the mat, lizard lunge. Turn the foot out, ground the knee. Open up, reaching back, catching that foot if you can. Deepen into the hips. Hands back to the mat, push into downward facing dog. Let's do that on the left side. Extend the left leg, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Step two between your hands. Walk to the back of your mat. Skandasana, surfer's lunge. Hands in prayer, or opening up the hands. Turn to the back of the mat for runner's lunge. Pushing into an L shape. Keeping the hips square. Shiva squat, bend the knee. Extend the leg, push open into half moon. Find your balance. Micro bend in the front leg, find your warrior two. Whew. Reverse side angle, opening up, extending. Left arm over, extended side angle. Open up to star, inhale. Exhale, goddess. Bend deep. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star, and this time exhale, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, lizard lunge. Ground the back knee. Left foot to left corner. Sink deep into those hips. Reaching left hand up and back. Pull that right foot. If you can, grab. Working deep into the hips, opening up the chest. Hands back to mat. Push, downward facing dog. Alright, I think we know this quite well. Let's give it another 2 rounds from downward facing dog. Right leg extends. Straight, strong, bend the knee, open the hip. Step 2 between your hands. Back of the mat. Skandasana, surfer's lunge. Open up your arms. Face the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Straight leg, straight back leg. Push up into an L, keep the hips square. Bend the knees, Shiva squat. Push back up, half moon, reaching up. Reaching the legs straight out. Exhale, slowly finding your warrior two. Bending into that front knee. Reverse side angle, straight legs. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Left knee bends. Right arm up and over. Push into star, inhale. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, let's do goddess again. Fold. Inhale, star. Exhale, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. I forget to mention every time it's wide-legged. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Lizard pose. Lizard lunge, sorry, ground the left knee. And opening up towards the right arm over, catching your foot. Working deep into those hips. Hands to mat, push back, downward facing dog. That was the right side, let's do left side. Left leg lifts, extend, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Step to between your hands. Back of the mat, Skandasana, surface lunge. Sitting into the hips, hands to pray. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Straight back leg. Push into that right leg, L, standing L. Hip square, bend the knees, Shiva squat. Push up and open into half moon. Ooh, finding your balance. Always a little balance challenge, this one. And slowly bending into that right knee and lowering the left leg for warrior two. Bending deep into your warrior two. Straighten that right knee. Reverse side angle. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Extended side angle. Left arm comes down. Up over your ear. Leaning back, opening the chest. Inhale and exhale. Star. Inhale. Exhale, goddess. Squat deep. Inhale, star. Let's do another goddess. Exhale, bending deep, squatting deep. Inhale, star. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Let your head just relax, hang heavy. Hands coming to the front of your mat for that lizard lunge. Ground that right knee. Toes facing out on the left foot. Reaching that left arm up and back. Grabbing the foot, opening up, pushing into those hips. Sinking, sinking. Hands back to the mat. Push back for downward facing dog. Now bend your knees, look forward and jump or hop to the front of your mat. Jump or hop, jump, step or hop. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching hands high up. Reaching up. Exhale, hands come down to your sides, Tadasana. Palms facing forward. Notice your breath. Then bring in your hands to pray. Bend your knees, sink the hips back. Feet together and slowly opening up the knees into a Malasana squat. Then sitting down, ground your feet and slowly lower your back down to the mat. Hugging your knees in, squeezing them tight. Coming into a little ball, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Maybe you can reach your toes, holding onto your big toes, opening up for happy baby pose. This is always such a good stretch, such a good feeling in the hips. Pulling those knees down, Breathing here. Bring your knees back together. Squeezing the knees in, little tight ball. Release your legs nice and long. Reaching your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the sides. Squeeze your whole body. Squeeze through your feet, your legs, your glutes. Coming up into the upper body. Squeeze your arms. Squeeze everything really tight. Big inhale and then exhale to Shavasana. Release everything. Melt into your mat. Just relax. Notice your breath. Notice how your body feels. Guys, you were so well behaved throughout my lesson. I've got 3 dogs with me. So I'm going to end this Shavasana, but you're welcome to carry on for a few minutes longer. And slowly, if you're ready to come out, wheel your toes and your fingers. Ground your feet to the mat. Rolling over to the side. Gently pressing into the mat. And coming into a easy seat. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat today. I appreciate your time and well done for meeting your mat, because I think that's just the hardest part of one's day, is actually taking the time, taking out time for yourself and yeah, doing your exercise. So well done. Thank you guys.